I am the Space Quest historian. Today I'll be shooting a little guest segment for an Adventure Game Hotspot video. And I figured, well, what a perfect opportunity to fuck around with the green screen I bought a long time ago, actually. I should probably do something about the stubble first. Yeah, that's a bit. So yeah, let's get that sorted first, and then we'll do the thing.
A few moments later.
There we go. That's a bit better, I think. You'll agree.
Smooth as an android's bottom, eh, Data?
But anyway, we're going to do green screen today, and we're going to have fun doing it. Well, we are at least going to do green screen today. So let's see how we get on. Okay, got my big roll-up green screen right here. And somewhere down here in this mess, I've got my ring light mount. No, this is, of course, not your professional standard ring light. Hello, mirror. But I think for today's experiment, it will do the trick. Hopefully. All right, let's get this bad boy lugged down here. Oh, God, this thing is heavy. I'm sure there's a handle on this thing somewhere. Oh, there it is. All right, you go there, my friend.
Eventually.
Okay, so now we've got the tripod standing on a table, and it has to go on a table because I am what is universally described as a tall drink of water. Something tells me I'm going to have to squat for this anyway. We've got the curtains drawn. Unfortunately, we've got two windows here that don't have any curtains, so I can't really control the spillage there, but I'm hoping the ring light's light will sort of cancel it out, and maybe After Effects can compensate for my lack of professionalism on the other end.
Good, Yogi.
So let's see if I can remember how to do this. So far so good. Oh, it even has a little instruction that says raise and retract. So if you pull it up, that's raising. Pulling it down, that retracts it. Well, it's up. Hang on, let me just, Jesus, mother of God, it tilted. I'm gonna have to sort this, and I'm probably gonna have to use two hands.
Later.
Yay! I'm breaking everything.
Many months later.
Okay, so I think we got it. One thing I know about green screens is you're not supposed to stand like directly in front of them, like right up next to them, because then you get this little bit of shadow, and the shadow is really hard to key out. So you want to stand like a little bit in front of them, and maybe go like this. I'm getting down on my knees, and now, well, this is without the ring light, obviously, but I think we're in some sort of business here. I think we're about getting there. Why did my voice crack like that? So we're filming this in portrait mode, by the way, because, well, portrait. Let's just get the ring light turned on. Oh, yeah, we're still getting some shadow on the green screen, and man, I have to get really up close and personal for this to work, don't I? So what I was thinking was a seating arrangement of sorts. Now, this is going to be murder on the green screen, isn't it? This is ridiculous. It just looks like I have like angel wings or like something attached to my back or something. Yeah, let's not do that.
2,000 years later.
All right, so now I've got myself a comfy blue chair that I can comfortably obscure with my disgusting human body. And if I adjust my glasses just right, the ring light shouldn't catch too much of it, and we'll see how this pans out in the end. There's the camera. I'm the Space Quest historian. I was asked to say something that I probably should have thought of this beforehand. All right, so I think that went okay. We'll have to see once we get to ye olde editing suite. I already see like a big black line going across it, and there's some shadows in the back, and I was like right up in the camera. And I even tried turning on the house lights. Would you like some extra shadow? Yes, we can get you extra shadow. And Yes, I know. I could have just put the extra light next to the green screen to sort of cancel out the shadow, but that sounds like effort. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to be real with you. This is a first attempt. This is an idiot does green screen. I'll get better at it, maybe, but I will at least try some more, and then we'll see if if this even pans out. I don't know. Alright, so here we are in Ye Olde Editing Suite, also known as my filthy bedroom. So I've got my footage imported, and I've got it handbraked to an even 30 frames per second, and I've also got this lovely background that Demon Master sent over of his lovely mouse pad. Let me just zoom out a bit so you can see. Yeah, look at that bad boy. So that's going to be my backdrop for this video. Okay, so let's lock this bad boy in. How do you do that? Lock. Lock. There's a lock here somewhere. There it is. Found you. So first of all, let's scale this bad boy up a bit. I am the bad boy.
Good, Yogi.
What people tell me that you should do when you work with shit like this is, first of all, wait for After Effects to completely shit the bed and crash. Then, crop all the freaking parts you don't need, which is pretty much, well, most of it. I had to Google this because I'm such a professional, but you just select one of these shape tools. You don't have to use an effect or anything like that. You just go like this. Woohoo! Look at me being professional. So I think this ought to be good for, for who it's for. Let's try and actually do some keying. Screen color, this. That is not bad. Let's see if we yank the balance a bit and maybe mess around with these a bit. We'll see what happens. Let me just play this. I'm the space.
I'm the spacecraft was destroyed. I was to.
See, that's lovely, isn't it? Because my computer is so lovely and fast. But yeah, so we've got a little bit of spillage going on here and a little bit of spillage going on there. It's making a little bit of Seventh Guest ghost vibe. But let's fine tune this shit and see what happens, and we'll come back. Yeah, all right. I think we've got something going here. We've got some levels. So
Levels.
we've got some levels going, so my face isn't completely obscured in darkness. Here, this is without, within. We have a bit of auto color, just so my face isn't completely broken. Oh, actually, the auto color doesn't seem to do much, does it? Nah, we'll just get rid of the auto color then. Then we got a key lights. That's the thing that's actually making the green go away. And then we've got a little key cleaner that's taking care of some other stuff. It's actually adding a bit of a halo around me, but I don't know. I think I'll just leave that at 0. I have no idea what I'm doing. And then finally, I added a bit of drop shadow, which is ironic because considering that this is green screen and we don't want shadow, once we're actually in here, I think a bit of shadow actually works quite well. I'm going to have to add some game footage, obviously. I'm going to add that in, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. Now, specifically, Joshua asked us not to include game footage. He was going to do that himself, but I figured with this nice little setup, we can have a little screen, a little rectangle over here behind me that shows what I'm actually talking about. I think this worked out pretty well, so it's time to get some game footage in and see what's what. Okay, so I decided to render this bad boy out. I almost said a different B word because, well, After Effects is quite slow on my computer, in case you haven't realized. So I think it'll be a bit easier on myself and everyone else included to pull this into Premiere and do the rest of the stuff in there. We'll take it from there. So I got everything imported and edited inside of Premiere. Now the problem is the MOV file that rendered from After Effects, while looks okay, just plays so goddamn slowly in Premiere. This is what I was dealing with. Check this out. So this is what I was dealing with. This is what it was dealing with. It was absolutely impossible to edit. So what I did in the end was I just took the raw footage and pulled it into the timeline, edited with that, and then I just replaced all the clips with the actual After Effects movie after the fact.
so I could, actually see what I was doing. But anyway, the final results, as you'll see.
Hi, I'm the Space Quest historian's floating head.
They actually turned out pretty okay. There's a little bit of a halo around my arms, especially when you get a little later into the segment. You can see this sort of little blue shadowy thing messing around the outside, and that's a bit of shadow that just stuck around, unfortunately. So that's something to improve later down the line. But for the most part, unless you're looking closely or actually do blue screen work, perhaps as a career, it's not something you'd notice. What you probably will notice is that my arm and hands keeps disappearing off to the edge, and that's because I cropped myself when setting up the camera in a rather unfortuitous way. So that's also something to consider. But on the whole, better lighting, better cropping, and well, the better lighting should take care of the ghosting effect around the edge. So, I mean, for a first attempt, probably not the worst I've ever seen. It could be worse, is what I'm saying.
This is an idiot does green screen. Anyway, go check out the Adventure Game Hotspot YouTube channel, where I'll hopefully have turned this into something coherent. And and please subscribe. If we get to 1,000, there's a DJ set coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna turn on my turntable. I'm gonna get a second turntable. I'm gonna get a custom-made little vinyl record of Era 47 songs. I'm gonna get down so you can actually see my stupid face, and then I'm gonna perform a live 1-hour DJ set on this channel, because when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm eligible for live streaming. Anyway, cheers. Hope this pans out, or at least it was mildly entertaining. Quick word of advice: if you ever get one of these roll-ups, have like a big fucking concrete block you can lean it up against, because my God, this thing loves to fall over. Hopefully nothing was damaged. This guy lost his organs, but he wasn't needing them anyway. Look, he has no head. Cheerio, Miss Sophie. See you around the Chrono Stream. Bye. That is disgusting. Bye.